Hello everybody and welcome to round 2 of ATCM's Monday Madness Mini Cup. Your commentators for tonight is me, Cooper Shipley, and
Daniel Walsh. Hello everyone. Back to you, Ship.
And that's us, the very special streamers. Our drivers just have some off time right now, so before the race server goes up, we'll quickly go through our information. We'll go through our track for today, which is Queensland Raceway. Location, Championships Way, Willowbank, Queensland in Ipswich, I believe. The length of the track is 31 kilometers, 6 turns. Pretty simple, but it's tricky to get them right. Our lap record that was in our practice server was Ross Macaron with a 10.8, but I looked before and he beat that by a tenth, so a 10.7 I think. But our race format, what we're doing, so we've got 3 races in total. First 2 races are 10 lap sprint races, with the second one being a reverse grid of the top 10 cars, and then race 3 we have a longer race, 33 laps with a mandatory pit stop. Your pit window is between lap 5 and 30. As we move on to our championship standings, if you missed round 1, Ross kicked it off, being the provisional Touring Car Masters up in the lead, and then behind that Tony DeLuca, not far behind, only 3 or 4 points off, I believe. You'll see in a second the differences. But rounding out our top 3 is Riley Price, and then we've got Keith Strinzos, Bradsky Turby, Phil Whiteman, Alex Fazzari, Bill Cosmariquez, rounding off everyone else. Championship points are pretty close, as you can see. Tony Luca only 4 points away from Ross Macaron. So if he can do just a little better than Ross, he might have a chance of taking the Touring Car Master title. And in our mid-pack, round 4th, 5th, 6th, you can see there, only a 3-point gap, so very close through there. And even behind that, 10 points, that's pretty close too. So positions are good change. Yeah, I don't know what I'm saying, special streamings anyway. Well, the race server is about to go live, so we'll be back in a second for 20 minutes of qualifying. and everyone, and welcome to the stream, Daniel.
Okay, we're here at the second round here at Queensland Raceway, and we've missed a couple of minutes of quali due to laptop power problems, but we will be right.
Yeah,
I don't think we've missed out on very much. We'll head on in now. Who are we following? We are with Richard King, I believe.
Indeed.
Yeah. As he's coming into, I don't even know. I don't know the corners, even though I've done like 50 laps here, but I don't know.
Oh, look at that.
Boy, that's the slide. What was that? Oh, that's into the grass. Whoa.
Okay, let's go check on Ross Macron, I think, because he's the man to beat tonight. He was the man with the fastest lap time in the server, and also probably the oldest, now that Cosmo's not here.
Yeah, big miss out on Cosmo. Hopefully he'll join us a bit later on in the night.
And someone that's missing, another owner of this entire league, Mr. Alex Fazzari himself, not showing up to his own race. Bloody hell, he is certainly an owner. What do you reckon, Daniel?
Yeah, I reckon that's time. I reckon he should be taken off the owner thing. I think I should be brought up, mate, and take over his position, mate. Not showing up to the races, pretty disappointing.
What do you reckon, we sell his role on eBay or something?
Yeah. I start putting bids in the stream chat, boys.
As we go to Phil Whiteman, or not, we'll keep an eye on Ross doing some grippy grips.
Oh.
But we'll go to Phil Whiteman, because I noticed he's on softs. Interesting strategy for quali. I don't think he knows he's on softs, to be honest.
Maybe I should warn him.
You reckon?
Yeah, I might. I feel bad.
Yeah, go to him then.
Okay.
Carry us on. We'll go on board with Ross Macaron for a bit. We'll walk you through a lap of Queensland Raceway. Some people call it the paperclip because it's quite boring, but I reckon it's quite fun. But people say it's boring because basically there's no elevation change, it's all flat. As we go into turn one, bit of the brakes here, you're just carrying a lot of speed through here, up on the curb. Same here, bit of brakes, don't want to slow down too much, otherwise you lose time. Stick to the curb and run wide onto the outside. You need to get a good exit here, so otherwise your time will just go down. And here is probably the hardest braking point on the track, hard on the brakes at around the green board, and cross up on the inside and power through using all the track, using that bit of a runoff up on the curb and through to the left-handers as we brake just at the concrete, using all of the track up on the curbs. Bit of a slide from Ross and he's around. That's his lap done. He's not having a very good time at quali, it looks like, to be honest, because he was the man to beat.
That looked like he was just overdriving the car, to be honest.
Yeah, I did hear something about his foot or back hurting, I believe, so that could be a bit of a thing for him. But Tony, you got to remember that 4 points off in the championship, that Tony has already put in a 12.2. Still a starting lap. I believe Tony did I think he got into the 10s actually in practice. I'm not sure though, it might have been an 11, but he had the second fastest time, I believe, and he's the man putting in the hours doing all the practice as he goes into pits. Daniel,
that's a weird one, going in the pits. I reckon we should go right along with Ballman for now, because he wasn't able to get in with us last round, but he's here with us now.
yes.
And I do remember this livery. It is a really good one, mate.
Yes, I reckon this is one of my favourite liveries on the grid. There's a couple that I've made, but to not be biased, I won't say mine are my favourite, but I reckon this is a wonderful livery. He's done a good job with this. I'm not sure if it's based on anything, but it certainly looks like it would be on one of these old touring cars.
It certainly does look pretty good, eh?
It does. That's when you have a look.
Just chill out. I reckon he's definitely driving pretty chill right now.
Yeah, he's still.
As he comes with the 12.4.
Still could be
worse.
worse.
No, sorry, that was Barrett. Still could be worse. Yeah, could be. Could be a ninth.
Ross has pulled it together and has got his lap time in.
That's pretty good time there for Ross.
As Bullman runs wide a bit. We'll still ride on board with him for his next lap and see what he does there. We'll see how he goes. I don't think this lap's going to be much of an improvement. As we see Tony DeLuca in the background. Bill Whiteman's still on the softs. Did he let him know about that?
Yeah, but I got no answers, so I'm not sure about that one.
Fair enough. Let's ride on board. That's the rear of the car. On board, here we go. As he uses all of the track there. Bit of a slide, Daniel.
Took a little bit too much curb there on the inside, which made him run wide there and use too much of that X curb. Pretty nice through there though, good line through there, takes that little bit of curve. Oh, but a lot of oversteer. Oh, now he's in the grass. Oh,
that would have been a
save there.
I reckon that's his lap invalidated, to be honest.
Yeah, definitely. It's actually there, I found very hard on the cuts there, I found.
Yeah, this track is pretty hard on cuts, I found when I was doing some laps.
Yeah, he's pretty vicious on the cuts. As I reckon we should tune in with Tony DeLuca now and see if we can see him go better than Ross.
Man fighting for that top step. He is close and he has it in his sights. We'll see how he does. He's behind Bullman. So we'll see how they do and see if Tony might get slowed up or Bullman will just run away.
And Bullman might give him the suck here, which might help him get a better time than Ross.
I'll walk us through the lap, Daniel.
Okay, so you're coming down, you're in fourth, which is the highest gear in these cars, and you smack the curb, hit the inside curb, which Tony missed a little bit there, but he had a pretty good exit actually. He didn't use much exit curb. Nice through there too, like hits his apex. Not taking as much curb as we've seen as Ross, but that might help. Bumping over those curves can make you lose a bit of exit speed. So we'll see what this lap will end up being as you're hard on the brakes at the 100 metre board, better known as the green board, as Shipley said. As he takes a really good apex through there too. Oh, Borman running super wide there. This looks like a very calm and relaxed lap, as known, Borman chill out lap. That's what he's doing. Oh,
still could be worse as he shows off there.
Really late on the brakes there. I reckon Borman might have distracted him a little bit there.
Maybe.
Taking a bit of exit curb there, just keeping I find with Tony, he's a very fluid driver. Doesn't overdrive the car, just gets some nice laps in. And that's what we're seeing right now, because he's definitely stolen the DeLuca goods. As he comes through the last corner, we'll see what it is. What's it going to be? It's a 112.237, not an improvement for Tony. As Ross must have done 11.1 recently.
As let's move on to some guys that we haven't watched before. Let's go with Bradsky Turby.
Is he another new one for this round?
Nah, he was in round one. He's in that cyan thing.
I remember this bright blue livery. Okay. As he's headed across the start-finish line, headed into the first corner, taking it nice and wide, turning in, trying to get a late apex to help open up the corner to get on the power nice and early, as he has a bit of oversteer there, which really compromises his entry into turn 3, as he gets it done nicely. And now he's headed down the back straight. He's looking to get on the brakes here and not outbrake himself, but get it good enough to be able to get a good time, as he seems a bit early on the brakes there. He can definitely brake a lot later, as he gets a lot of oversteer. I actually had this problem too, you know, when I was doing my laps, finding it really hard to get a good exit out of here.
Yeah, with these cars, it's certainly easy to oversteer. You really got to have a lot of car control with these cars.
Definitely. This Borman's gone across with a 12.5.
Let's go to... Who's this? Jack Barrett. I noticed he was pretty fast in quali, I believe. I reckon. I believe that was him. But yeah, it looks like it's shown off. So we've got Ross Macron in provisional pole now with 7 minutes left. So still changes could be made with Tony Luca and Jack Barrett. We'll see how he drives here as he locks up a bit and runs wide. But looks like still a pretty good exit here, using all the track, using that concrete runoff for the different layouts of the track, using it here too. Oh, he doesn't use it, but as we run wide onto the curb, and it's flat through here, but he doesn't take it flat as we are on the back straight before the pit straight, hard on the brakes at around the steward's tower, and around the final corner over the line for a lap. I don't know if this will be an improvement for him because we can't see any delta anywhere. That was 12.9, so slower than his faster time. We'll see if his delta comes up now as we see Allman off on the track up there going rally racing. I don't think this is a rally race, Allman.
Rally racing, I wonder, that might have something to do with the big news maybe we might be having in the works for next year, couldn't it, Chip?
Yeah.
Hint, hint.
Next year's shenanigans.
Yes, some next year's shenanigans.
Hint, hint.
For the ATCM boys, as I don't think I've seen this livery either.
This is a default livery, I think. It's not really common, you don't see it much, but Jack has decided to
race last season. Did he race last race?
Round? I'm not sure, to be honest. I don't think he did, so...
Who was that?
A lot of oversteer problems for everyone, as I just want to quickly check in with Ross, as he's finally got into the 10s. The only driver in the 10s, I believe. I think Tony might have got in there, but I can't be 100% sure, but Ross Macaron with a 10.8, he can still go faster than that. He can do a 10.7 is his best lap, I believe, so not too far off his personal best. As we go with who haven't we watched yet? King, I believe. We haven't watched him, and just the plain white livery, no sponsors, still looks good out on track.
Actually does, as you've seen that a lot back in this era. A little bit before this, there would have been a couple of cars like this.
Yeah, just not having sponsors on board with the cars. You actually saw a lot of just plain white cars with numbers on like this in real life. And I reckon it was a cool little thing to do for the people that didn't have liveries and wanted a custom one. Just give them a blank one, bringing a little bit of real life into the sim racing world.
That's what we're trying to do here at ATCM, just maximise the fun and realisticness at the same time, which I think is really good, and it's a good community. It's growing slowly but truly, and we'll get there one day, and we wouldn't say want to be the best in the world, but maybe be the best at what we do in the country at least, being that there's not many people doing these cars really, and especially not with our physics and done up how we have done them up. And I do think that it wouldn't be anywhere where it is without the special man with me right now, Shipley, as he's put a lot of work into this, which I think needs a lot of recognition. But we'll go back to the racing now, as we got Richard King wrapping the last corner and onto the main straight. What's it going to be for the 101 car? That puts him up into fourth. Good lap there, 12.5. Gets the car turned in nicely there, as we can see the outside of the wheels there, as we're... Seems to be very... His car... as I was about to say, his car seems very tight, but no, it doesn't. Very loose in the rear there.
I reckon we're going to see that a lot during the races. People just oversteering and going off the track. It's a very easy thing to do if you're pushing, especially during racing conditions. Hopefully we don't see incidents, but it will be entertaining for an 8-car pile-up on the stream. So, hint, hint.
Which I did mention in the driver's briefing to the boys. I said, don't take it as hard as you can through the first quarter, but if you do, make sure it's seen on the stream.
Yep.
Yeah, at the same time I would say that. As we see String Toss, I think that's how you say his name, go off into the grass and go back to pits. So I reckon we should ride along with DeLuca, because I think he's gone a bit better there with that 11.4.
DeLuca in the Bathurst podium livery in third place on his own for this one, still running the same colours but with a different number this time by himself, as I think he's improved last time we've seen 11.4, not by much, maybe like 2 or a couple tenths, I'm not sure. As we'll
Ross has done a 2:10.7.
We'll see if Tony can beat this. Only 2 minutes left, so he's only got enough time for this lap and maybe next if his tyres are not dying, as this track is really hard on the left side tyres. With all these left turns, it really walls out the left side, I noticed, so we could see that during the race.
Yeah, you're definitely right there. As you see, his car just seems so nice and tight through that first section of the track. I think that might jeopardise him a bit through the double left-hander though. I think, because I did find when I was playing around with the car, I could get the car to go really nicely through the first part of the lap and then be horrible through the second part, where it gets a bit tighter and a bit more, you could say, street circuit-like with these double left-handers up here.
Yeah. As we see Turby disconnecting, I'm not sure what's going on. Hopefully he's all sorted out. Is there anything in chat, Daniel?
Is that official permission?
Oh, for the pile up, yeah, go ahead, mate. Would love to see a car pile up. But not really. As we see Tony, not an improvement. This is his final chance to do it. We'll stick with him, as I think
I'll talk us through this last bit of the lap. As I would say, there is a lot of pressure on Tony, as I know from last round. He had a bit of, we could say he had a bit of a mouth after beating Ross, and I reckon he's got to back it up. I will say this track was a suggestion to us by Ross, so it would be a bit of an embarrassment to the old bloke if he doesn't win here. So we'll see Tony Luca coming through the double right-hander now, getting on the power, just trying to maximise his exit there, as I couldn't get that out of my mouth. But he's headed down into the double left-hander. That means there's a lot of pressure now. Oh, as we see lock-up, I bet you the checkered flag scared him, to be honest. As we head down the last little straight before getting onto the brakes and then turned in to come around the last corner, the last time in qualifying for Tony Luca. Is it any better? Is it any better? Is it any better?
No.
No.
And that's everyone done. That's our 20-minute quali done. After this, we've got a 10-lap race, so we'll go get that sorted and we'll be right back for the stream. everybody, and welcome back to the stream. As it's sunset conditions. I don't remember putting it to that, but it is. Hopefully it doesn't get any later than that. Fingers crossed, otherwise it's going to be a dark race for these folks. But it should be good, as we're just in a 5-minute warm-up session. Almost done now anyway. That's just for people to get used to the track conditions, because it's progressive grip, starting at 90% and then it'll slowly work its way up. As let's go ride it on board with someone. Daniel, you can decide.
Go with String Toss. This is the first on the leaderboard.
String Toss. Let's go with him.
You can walk us through the lap chip.
Yeah, I've got to say, even though the sunset was a mistake, it sure does look good. As we see Stringos coming across the line to start his lap on these low grip conditions. You got to be extra careful when the grip is low, especially on this track. I reckon it's going to be difficult to get around these corners because you're really putting a lot of stress and relying on the grip of your tyres. But without that grip, it's just not going to end well. As we see him, it was pretty good through there, coming on to this little straight, hardest braking point at the track at the quote green board. Hard on the brakes, running wide to get a better exit here, using all of the track. Not all of it, but some of it. As we see him come into the double left-hander on the brakes, bit of a lock up there, probably through the lack of grip. Just trying to get used to it for the race. Letting off a bit, not pushing too hard. Overall, this is just a warm-up session anyway, so no point pushing. Just see him on the brakes, around and around, and across the line, and check the flags out. So that's our quick warm-up done. Just walking through with one person. As we'll stick the camera here and look at everyone across the line. As we see Jack Barrett finishing up his warm-up. Where's the sun?
Oh, we're looking at the sky. Is it full of stars? There's an inside joke for you folks.
All safety stewards will be looking out for that 8-car pile up this race.
Yeah, mate. Looks like, go look at his face. It looks like Shipley, I swear.
And if it happens, we know who did it. It's, who was that man in chat? Bradsky. We know the culprit, so if an 8-car pile up happens, Derby, we know who did it, mate. You're done for. As we see Ross across the line, last person done. That's our warm-up session done. What does the safety marshals have to say about that?
Well, it was a really good session. Yeah, that's all I got to say.
I gotta see cargo room. As we finish up the interview with the safety marshals, as we see all the cars lining up, as Daniel's cracking himself up.
Okay.
Well, do you want to go have an interview again with him, Daniel?
No, I'm good.
What's wrong with him, man? You don't like him?
No.
What's wrong with him?
I think he's dyslexic. Look at his head.
Filling station.
Oh, yep. The fueling station. Wait, what? Okay, get back to the racing, please.
Certainly a special stream. There's hopefully this sun doesn't go down. Hopefully it goes up. I reckon it's early in the morning, to be honest. What do you reckon?
North, south, east, west. My calculations are that I don't even know a single thing about this.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
There should be something somewhere. Time 8:18.
No.
What's that? 8:76. It's 6 o'clock.
Oh, look at him doing his little school math. Count back to.
I definitely didn't set it to 6 o'clock, I'll tell you that. I set it to 11 o'clock.
Big mistake, mate. Big mistake.
Bloody server.
What time's the race going to be? Oh, it looks a bit better.
Yeah, as we see everyone on the grid now. Got a pretty... I'm pretty sure we got the same numbers as last time too, for 6, 8, I believe. Yep, 8, as we have Ross Macron on pole, the man to beat, the provisional touring car master. But can he hold on to that title, as we have Tony DeLuca not too far away from him? And behind that, on the second row, we have Jack Barrett and who's that? Richard King in the 101 car. Am I right? Yes, I am. I'm too good at this, as we have Tyrant Orban. Sorry if I butchered that, in the Keep It Cool livery. Chill out, sorry. And beside that, in the Master Homes livery is, I'll have to check this one, Strensos, I believe. And then behind that is Bradsky Turby waiting to cause that 8-car pile up. And behind him is Phil Whiteman in the Chas Mossad numbers in the 25 car. So we see someone disappear there. Who was that? Strensos, what happened to him? He's gone. Hopefully he can make it back.
I think he realised that he needed some Vegemite to make him faster, so he's gone running to get some Vegemite.
Oh, yeah.
Then he'll be ready.
Good idea.
Yeah.
I know Ross uses that tactic.
Yeah, definitely.
He
actually gets the Vegemite. Yeah, I'll tell you what he does with it. He actually smears it all over the back seats, as you can see right there.
Oh, yeah. That's what we see Tony DeLuca.
The blind bullet. He definitely can't see anything, I don't think.
But he knows what he's doing.
Definitely.
As
SDG.
Someone revs their engine to build
That's Tony DeLuca.
Tony, he's trying to scare Ross. Baz isn't here, so we can't see anyone nervously looking around.
Yeah, you can't.
Everyone else
so
has
the thing is, you want to know what the thing is with Monjan though? He doesn't feel any pressure. You want to know why?
Let's hear it.
Because he's been pressured too much by Flub. Flub's pressured him into some things that I don't think he likes, and that's why it doesn't go well. Yeah.
Strensos leaves again, or he's teleported back to the pits.
Yeah, there he is.
It looks like he's starting in the pits this race. That's not good for him. And he's left again. 2 minutes, mate. Don't miss it. Ooh.
He's getting ready to make... Who left?
Strensos.
Oh, I was going to say it was Turby. He was getting ready for his 8-car pile-up.
He's still thinking about that.
Yeah, I bet she's contemplating it. He really wants to do it, doesn't he?
Just let off the brakes here. Just keep it flat, you know.
No, you just don't even think brakes exist. Oh, my brake pedal failed. Oh, I took him out. That's what we want to see.
As we see King wagging his wheels. Wagon wheels.
Wagon wheels. That's a song. Rock me mama like a wagon wheel.
Ross flashing his lights.
Why are the wheels flashing? Don't look at that. That's a special stream of things. Don't show off how bad our mod is. We want everybody to like our mod. Don't worry, guys. For next season, that man that's flicking his wheels, I reckon we're going to get him to look at it and get out all the little bugs like that and make it as good as it can be. As I would say out of my footy terms, the boys are getting ready to trot at the paperclip. What a great name for a track here at Queensland Raceway. As we've got 40 seconds around to lights out, and I reckon at this time Tony Luke is thinking, I can be the touring car master if I pull this together.
It's time to pull out the paperwork. Get that paperclip ready. Get those papers clips, because we are about to go racing. 30 seconds to the lights.
Oh, Ship, I have one question. Like, when we were talking to our little mate up in the box, what was his name? The safety car man or something? Safety marshal. He said something that I just got caught in my mind for the race start, and I think I'm going to use it. because we're here now and the lights are up and we're getting ready to go racing here at the Paperclip, and I think the cars are going to go, I don't know, lights out and vroom, vroom, as they get going. Here we go. Let's see, as we're lighting along with a blue car. I can't remember the liveries of everyone as we come into the first corner. Does Turby kill everyone? Oh, it looks like someone's in the grass, though. Oh, who caused that? Was it Turby, the killer man? I think he came out of it the worst, didn't he?
Ross has got a jump on Tony. This is a bit of a change. Tony's usually the one that jumps him, but Ross has managed to maintain it.
He's looking down the inside though. He wants it. He wants to take on the provisional touring car master. As we head into turn 3, hard on the brakes, get it turned in. Really hard to keep the rear end tamed here. As I've got the hiccups, we're stuffed. You take ownership while I get rid of the hiccups.
A good start from everyone. It looks like everyone is piled up as we see Ross coming around in the lead, followed by Tony Luca and Tyrone Borman. He has made up some positions, and Jack Barrett starting in 3rd. He's dropped a couple places in 5th, looking for a move there as we see everyone pass. Richard King has gotten the worst of that, it looks like, at the back of the pack, as we see Ross leads the lap onto lap number 2. Very short race this one, only 10 laps, so I reckon about 10 minutes. As let's go check in with Phil Whiteman at the back, chasing down Turby, the pile-up man.
The pile-up man. That is his new name from now on in that blue car. As we're headed through the second of the right-handed sweepers, which is going to bring us onto the main straight to take us down to the heaviest braking zone, as Ship would say, of the track. Easy to lock up a right front here, I found, and sometimes the rears. These cars are very weird. You've got to be easy on your rear brakes. They do like to lock up and spin out the rear, which makes the oversteer even worse. As we're right along with Barrett here, who's right up the bumper bar of String Toss, he's got a string attached to his rear end right now. He is following him everywhere. As they come through the double left-hander, Barrett seems to get a really good run through there. He might be able to have a look up the inside here, as he is. Is he going to go for it? No, he's going to stay behind, get it turned in nicely, look for a good exit, and maybe have a look in, get it set up for these two right-handers for the main straight to get a dive bomb on. Don't do it too early here. Let Strintos try and defend it. Just drive your line. As Strintos really hard on the brakes there. Barrett needs to get past, as I bet you he's getting held up and frustrated here. As we head through the second of the right-handed sweepers. Oh no, but Barrett, he's got a heap of oversteer and stuffed his run. I don't think he's going to be able to go for it now. He isn't. He's too far back. Yeah, way too far back. As that Falcon is hunting. Oh,
that's the 10k man. 10k man is here to take them all. 3 laps down, we'll see how he does. But the 10k man always showing up late. He's finally here. Yeah, too busy counting his 10k, as you said. Let me just restart my sound for you real quick. As we are back, sorry about that, as Jack Barrett still up behind Strinzos. He is not letting this go. The
He's not letting go of the string, is he?
No, he is stringing onto the back of it.
He is looking for the slingshot. As we're riding with Strintos now, looking for his... That was actually a pretty good camera angle, to be honest. As we're having a look at his head now. And now we're... Oh, that's a good angle. Here we go. Borman's looking for the move now, as I'm pretty sure this is the main back straight. As he gets the run now. Stay in the suck, move over. He moves over too early, in my opinion, there. As he gets really late on the brakes. Big dive bomb. Up the inside.
What a move.
Oh, Strintos into the dirt, I think, there. I think Strintos might have been in the dirt a bit there. As Borman just got to pull away now. He has the pace. Just don't go doing anything fancy and end up losing the position. As it was a pretty hard one for him to fight for, to be honest. It wasn't very easy. I reckon we should go right along with Borman now. We're seeing a good drive from him.
As you saw, you'd call Barrett Borman, but we'll go right along with the real Borman, Daniel.
Did I call him Borman?
Yep.
Damn it. As we'll see how Borman goes. He's come up in a lot of positions, hasn't he?
Oh no.
Great time
to
join.
No.
The Temco man has fun.
Oh no.
He's right in the apex now. That's a bad way for him to be.
Yeah. Maybe.
I think we should stay here. I want to see where he comes out.
I reckon he might be the one to cause the 8-car pile up, but we'll see.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I reckon he should have just not raced, to be honest, just wait for the other one. But he's keen for the points. He wants them, and I respect that. As our closest battle here is King and Phil Whiteman. We'll see King has pace on Whiteman, and as Whiteman
hands it to the dirt.
Yeah, hands it to him. Move away from the King. The King is coming through, but is he really the King? We'll find out soon.
As the King's hunting down Mr. 8-car pilot, which is Brad Turby. I think that's his first name, isn't it?
Bradsky.
Oh, Bradsky Turby. Here we go. As we're past the Dick Smith signs, I heard a funny story about Dick Smith. I'll tell you that after stream shift. Remind me of that. Sorry, folks. As we go back, as we've got Bill Kozarikis just joking around in the background 4 laps down. Good on him for coming back and trying to. I reckon he reckons he's going to get 10k if he finishes the race.
Maybe. As something's happened. I don't think this is right. Ross must have messed up.
Nah, it is right.
Nah, it is wrong.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Special leaderboard and special streamers. What a mix. As we see, everyone's fairly spreading out now. As 6 seconds, Tony behind Ross. It looks like he has this in the bag. But we've got the server settings set up right for next race, which is going to be a reverse grid. So we'll see how Ross does faring, trying to get past 8 cars in only 10 laps.
You want to know something I seen while we're sitting at a pretty boring moment of the stream? I seen this thing about this parrot, and it's on special type of bird, yeah? And it's been missing from a British home for 4 years. And it ends up getting found again. But it's like a talking parrot, like it can talk, but now it can talk Spanish. Like it starts screaming like soccer slares and everything at people. Pretty weird, eh?
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm talking about this. I just seen it and I wanted to tell someone,
proper battle
down the inside. That's a bird battle right there. Barrett's up in the third now.
I don't even know what you were trying to say with that story, to be honest, but Jack Barrett has gotten past Bowman. He was up on the podium, but that has been taken away from him. Let's see if he can get it back. It looks like he's fighting hard. His bottom step of the podium is still something you want, no matter what, even if it's still in your grasp. With only that gap bringing to about a second, but Strinsos also behind a second, so we have a little 3-car battle behind here.
Sorry, I'm here now.
Bowman.
Oh, where's he going to rejoin?
The pressure has joined him. But what I'll say is, quickly, still could be worse.
Barrett, sorry. Big fight back from him, to be honest.
Yeah,
Big fight back.
He dropped back to 5th, I believe, at the start, but he's crawled his way back up to what he started in quali in that 3rd step. And we'll see how we go. The pile-up man, 8 seconds behind, but King, not too far behind. We'll see if he can catch up later, as Ballman, closest battle on the grid so far, with only 2 laps to go.
He'll get a move on him. I can see it. He's fighting for it.
If he doesn't mess up, he has a good chance.
He needs to get up there and help Tony Luca in the Commodore battle.
Yeah, 2 Falcons in the top 3. It's not looking good for the Holdens.
No. Whoa. Foreman there, really, really loose on the brakes, as Strintos is really loose on exit.
Fastest lap by Ross Macron, 11.7.
What was it? Pretty good. Pretty good. As the boys are wrapping the last corner now to start going for their... Is this their second last lap or no?
Yeah, second last lap. We'll ride on board with Ross for the last lap, but for now we'll keep an eye on this battle because it doesn't look like it's over yet.
No, it definitely doesn't. I reckon if he gets a good exit here, out of this one on, what's he look like through here? Needs to maximise the exit to get a good suck on him. He's pushing really hard. He really wants this. Can he go for the send of a lifetime? Are we going to see it? Go shove it up the inside. No, really late on the brakes, so he gets it turned in nicely. Though he's right up the back of him. Sorry, not buck. It's not a cow. Okay, can't even talk. As we're headed into the double left-handers now, really technical part of the track, probably the most fun part in my opinion. As he gets nice on the late on the brakes there too. As he's going to look up the inside here. He should have tucked in earlier there because now he's too far back for a move now.
Yeah,
he's really hurt himself.
As Ross is just showing off at the last stages of the race, setting another fastest lap. The last lap, all by himself, lonesome race. Tony, I reckon he's a bit disappointed because he had some pace with Ross. I remember saying that he was only a 10th off before, but Ross put those practice in and he got his time down and Tony just couldn't keep up. As we see Barrett, he's done good, especially for not racing last round, I believe. So
yeah, really good.
He might
really
have
good
raced.
To see another bloke come that's, I'm not going to say quick, but I don't like up on there in the pace with the boys. I reckon with a bit of more practice and some time, he'll be up there with Tony, and they'll eventually be up there with Ross, and then we'll have some good top three battles.
So we see Ross come around the last corner and across the line to win race 1 out of 3 for round 2 of the Monday Madness Mini Cup in ATCM. Well done, Ross, as Tony coming around the last bend onto the straight and across the line for a second place. But we'll see next round it's reverse grid as we missed it to Foreman. He's off. It looks like he's run out of fuel, to be honest. He stopped. He's out of fuel on the last lap. What a story.
I remember someone doing that. I reckon that was you, wasn't it?
Nah, it wasn't me.
Wasn't it you and Misfits?
Nah, that was my engine blowing up.
Oh yeah, same thing. I was just saying someone doing some good skids in the background there.
Spoolman, what a shame, but here comes the 10k, man. 3 laps behind and across the line. Too busy counting his 10k. But that 10k counting could do well for him because it's a reverse grid and he will be on pole for next race. But I don't think that's going to go well, to be honest, because I don't think Bill has done any practice. As we see Tony doing some victory burnouts as we miss it, but we have a bit of a lineup here, bit of a picnic on back straight, watching the sunset, a bit romantic for Whiteman and String Sauce.
Getting on it, they're on a date, play some la-da-dee-da music.
Wow.
That's a good photo.
Wow. But yeah, that's it for race 1, as we'll be right back for race 2, reverse grid, same amount of laps, 10 laps, and we'll let the chaos begin in just a moment. We'll be back. welcome back everyone to Race 2. On tonight's episode we'll find out if my server settings are right. Nope. What? I don't know what's going on, but they are not right. Hooray! What? Yeah, mate. I need to rejoin real quick. Okay, welcome back everyone.
Yeah.
We had a bit of technical issues trying to sort out the reverse grid. Settings were alright, but it just hasn't worked, so we'll try and sort that out for next round. Fairly confident it was working, but it just hasn't, so it is what it is, and we'll see how this race goes with everyone in order. See if anyone can make any jumps. Daniel. as I think he's in his head doing some stuff. We'll walk us through the order real quick. That should have been reversed. We have Ross Macaron on pole after finishing on the top step last race, followed by Tony DeLuca in second, Jack Barrett third, and Keith Strinzos in the second row, Bradsky Turvey and Richard King in the third row, and Phil Whiteman, Tyrone Ballman in the fourth row, and Bill Cosmaricas on his own, the 10k man, too busy counting his money. Mr. Daniel.
Yeah, sorry, I was just talking to the boys about some issues, but we should be good now. Just check for no one has the headlights on. Can you check that? And the drop, can't see any on.
No. Yeah, well, the man himself has got them on, and Ross has.
Who's got them on?
This man righty. Can you see my screen? No.
Oh yeah, I can.
There you go. That man righty with the headlights.
They're on, aren't they? No, they're not. I think it's just how they look, don't they?
Nope, that's what they look like when they're off.
So Tony and Ross have them on.
I believe. It might be the reflection, actually. I don't know.
No, I don't think they are. Okay.
Headlights don't matter anyway.
Oh, it is a bit annoying with these cars, to be honest. I think that's something we need Ross to look at too.
No, I don't see what's annoying about it. Just turn your glare quality down. I told him to do that.
I done it too, but it's something with the Falcon ones. I don't know. They shine on the roof, the VH. I turned the glare down and it's something weird.
I've never had that problem, but anyway, we have around 40 seconds till lights out, and away we go. Let's have Let's go from the marshal's view that we interviewed earlier. 30 seconds.
Ready to rock and roll. Get forward a bit. Get behind. Yeah, there. So ready to rock and roll here. With our safety man right next to us, and we've...
Uh-oh.
And lights are up. We're getting ready to rock and roll. Now there's a black thing on the screen, but who cares? All the lights are up. Let's do it like F1. And it is lights out and away we go. Everybody seems to get a good launch there. There's Bill straight to the inside. He's looking for an attacking move. Tony DeLuca up the inside of Ross Macaron. He is through. He's through. The man himself. But then he runs wide into the grass. Oh no. He's going to drop back. How many positions? He's still in the grass. Oh, God. He's dropped back to 5th. Maybe 6th.
He's happy with that one.
No, we won't, really. He must have forgot about the progressive grip, maybe.
Maybe. He's still on 90% as we see Cosmo, 10k man. He's made a decision. Oh, my God. As we check on with... back here.
Nice
free
man.
Wide. Oh,
no!
Slide.
Oh, that's person fighting for the championship has just been taken out.
And back to the pits. That's his race done.
That might be something for the stewards to look at the end of the race of that one. That was a big shunt.
That is Tony DeLuca, the contender. He's off. I reckon he has damage. That is not good for him. Oh, from starting second to last. Let's... Well, not last anymore.
Almost again.
Doesn't look like there's any damage. Just a bit out of shape mentally wise, but he'll get back into it. He's got the pace to make up again as Strinsos sends it up to 10k man Bill Cosmaricas with 2 laps of practice or whatever it was, running wide there for a bit. What a chaotic start. Whoa.
Who caused that? Was it Turvey?
It was Baldwin.
I think someone just spun out. The first
Turvey though.
They did.
Podium. Look at that.
Oh yeah, Turvey. I reckon he caused it.
Nah, he didn't cause it.
Bill Cosmaricas, so the big winner up in 4th. the 10k man. He's paid his way through. And Ross Macarone's just run away with it. We've got Barrett up in the second now. Oh, big send on the 10k man.
A bit of a look up from there.
I reckon we'll slowly see Tony DeLuca to fight his way back up as Ross in the grass. And not Ross, Bill's in the grass there. Oh, big send.
Turby is under pressure. Almost running wide into the pits then. Up on the curb, side by side down the main straight. We'll see how this goes. I don't think this is going to end well. Who's going to back off? No one backs off. Oh, someone's got to run wide. And that's Turby up on the curb. He's going to lose a position to Bill. Bill's going to attack. Oh. We're going to run side by side.
Doing him proud. Bill moves over to leave a bit of room there. There's a big run down the back straight there, looking for the braking zone. Nice and late on the race there, boys. Oh, Turby really low on the brakes. Bill almost taking him out. Around the outside for Turby. What a move. Bill's compromised now. Who's he got behind him? He's got Whiteman. Whiteman's looking to attack. Tony Lucas brought that 5-second gap down to only a second and a half now. It's under a second now.
As we seal Turby off. He's off. Hopefully that's a good rejoin by him. No rejoin at all, but Tony...
I'm not sure, but I think Cosmariquez might have given him a hand off the road there.
Maybe. We'll see how we go, though.
Now the two best mates are fighting. They're going at it.
Bit of a slide from Tony, side by side down the straight. Let's see who backs off. I know Bill certainly doesn't like to back off because he did something at a bus stop on a certain track that ended his race, but he's backed off for now, or Tony's just got a better run. As Tony gets a better run on Whiteman up ahead, let's see if he can make any ground on the straight and maybe go for a move down in turn 3. We'll see how we go.
He's in the suck. No, he's going to be too far back, I think, unless Whiteman's really early on the brakes, which he isn't. Oh, but he runs wide. Now Tony's right up his gutter. He's looking, he shoves it up the inside. But I think he has the outside for the next corner now.
Yeah, awkward camera angle now. Hopefully it changes soon. Here we go. Here they come. Tony has passed. Bill forcing his way past. Look at that.
I think there's going to be a lot of things to look at about this race. There's been a couple of things that have been a bit rough. As the track's getting up to 92% now, it's starting to get a bit greener and ready to rock and roll for these boys. As Macaroni's just on a Sunday drive, I reckon. I reckon he'd be eating Vegemite while he's driving.
Yeah, scoop some off the back seats and have a little snack.
Yeah. Same with Barrett. Barrett has a good lead too.
Yeah. Up in the second, he'll surely be happy with that as we see Turby fighting with Whiteman. We'll see how this goes. Holden versus Holden. Down onto the main back straight, hard on the brakes at the hardest braking zone on the track, and using all the track, using the runoff here by Bill. A bit too much runoff from Whiteman.
Yeah, might be a cut there.
Yeah, might be a cut for him as we go on to the technical section. As Daniel said, the double left-hander as Bill runs a bit wide. Yeah, he might be able to make a move here, Turby. We'll see how he goes. We'll see if he looks or he just stays behind.
We're doing the snake train down the straight. Is he going to look to the inside? No, but he's right up his gutter. He wants to move on as he's getting a good run here now. I reckon we're going to see a send. Are we going to see the send of a lifetime as he's getting the suck? It's about a car length behind. No, he isn't. He's not going to send it here, I don't think. Try and get a good exit here and another good exit out of the double part of it. Don't go for the move here. Just get behind him and get the slip and shove it up the inside into the big braking zone. As he runs super right into the grass.
Bit of rallycross.
definitely. Pushing a little bit too hard there.
It's Bill Cosmariquez for the aggressive old man. Whoa, and we've missed it. Turvey up the inside of Whiteman. I reckon he just run right a bit there.
Missed it. What's with us and missing moves?
The moves often missing.
Yes, definitely.
7 laps to go. Only 3 laps to go for this race. It's certainly been an eventful one, to say the least.
Definitely, you're right there. Been a lot of chaos going on. As we're coming down the main straight now with Whiteman, just looking to maybe get back past, but I don't think he has the pace for that today. As I hand back over to you, Ship.
Yeah, if someone makes a mistake, it's very likely that someone will capitalise. We've seen a lot of that during these couple races, but Ross out on the lead, doing well just on a Sunday drive, like you said, on a Monday night. Barrett up in second too. He'll be happy with that as he slides a bit there. I don't think he's pushing too much either. Strinsos rounding out the top 3. He's got a hefty gap on Tony, but he's charging. Tony's turned on his pace and he's trying to get up there. We'll see how he does for these last 3 laps as we go with Bill Cosmariquez, the aggressive man of this race, as he just large gaps behind. It looks like someone's made a mistake because Whiteman is now 7 seconds behind Turvey, so something must have happened there. And King just driving up at the back. Must have been from that small pile up that occurred, but Tony is now on the hunt for Strinsos. He wants his step back on the podium. In his mind right now, he's just thinking of the championship points. He was very close after race 1, but this might cost him this race because he has not been able to finish ahead of Ross so far, Daniel.
Yeah, he's had a good fight back, but it's going to hurt him this race. It's going to hurt him big time. We got to hope that he has a better way in the next race, because that's the main one, and everybody wants to win the main race at the end of the day. It's been a pretty eventful afternoon or night of racing so far, but we've still got the, how many laps? It's 30, isn't it?
33 lapper, yep.
The 33 laps of death here at the paperclip. It might be a paperclip. Oh, here we go.
A Turvey, a drive-through for cutting. That is going to cost him. With only 2 laps remaining, that's not good for his race. That's going to drop him right back to the end of the field. As we see Tony still looking behind Strinsos. He might look for a move in the last lap. I don't think he is close enough to make a move this lap. Of the next lap, I reckon he will certainly turn it on and be aggressive.
Yeah, you're definitely right there, Ship. As Barrett to Macarone's up to 10 seconds, and the gap from there to DeLuca and Strinsos is 10 seconds. So Ross and Barrett have definitely run away with this one. Great race for them.
As Strinsos just runs wide and Tony's just taken that. We'll see how this pans out. Strinsos might fight for this back, or he might just back off. We'll see how this goes as we see the aggressive 10k man rolling behind him.
He'd want to get involved as well.
Tony's just run away with it.
Yeah.
Already.
He's had some good pace.
Yeah.
Definitely been some good racing here.
As well.
And if anybody's watching and they're interested in racing, come join the Discord if you've got Assetto Corsa, or if you're going to get in, get on to me or Ship and we'll give you a hand getting ready and getting involved. It's a pretty good thing. Monday nights. We kick off, you want to be here around 7:30 ship?
Yep.
7:30 Sydney time. I don't know how you say the little pronouncey thing, but 7:30 Sydney time. So if you boys want to come and have a go, or girls, come have a crack at the race and get it going.
As Ross crosses the line to win race 2 in a row. We'll see how he does for the last race. And Jack Barrett coming across with second. He'll be happy with that after a third place finish. Behind that, Tony DeLuca. Certainly a good fight back, but he's not managed to bring it up to the second, only the third. Still on the podium though, so he still can be happy with that. Behind that, Strinzos, the aggressive man, Bill Cosmariquez across the line, and Phil Whiteman. They still have a new pace to go before they cross the line. Is King not too far behind, and Turby, after that unfortunate drive-through, comes home in 8th place. Certainly was a race, Daniel, as I just want to restart real quick. Okay, go ahead, mate. What do you think of that race?
Oh, pretty good. A lot of chaos as we're watching DeLuca do his celebratory burnouts for that comeback drive. And it was a hectic race, to be honest, in that sense of a lot of incidents, but good for us. Bit of a change and give us something to talk about as we'll get ready to crack on and have a go at the 33 lapper. And we'll see how they can go. Can Ross Macaroni go for the 3-fer or the hat trick? Let's see. And we'll join you back at race time. See you guys then.
We are back for race 3, the long one. I think this is like a 40-minute race, so hopefully this is entertaining so Daniel doesn't fall asleep in the middle of the stream again.
Huh?
Yeah?
Huh?
Anyway, let's restart this really quick. And
has anybody heard about my little fall?
Yeah,
talked about that, have we?
Like, he literally fell off the chair and said, "Oh, I'm stuck. I fell off my chair."
I leaned back in the sim chair falling asleep and I fell over and then I couldn't get up. Shipley had to come and carry me. Okay, I'll let you go back to what you're doing.
Okay. As we have everyone lined up. Bit of change for once. Daniel will be happy with this 2 Fords on the front row.
Mate, holding all the way, brother.
Oh, switch sides, mate. Oh.
Mate, I've like multi-jetted. I'm Treeing, so I have a Holden, but I like Ford.
We'll see who wins. We'll see if Ross can do the clean sweeper. See if strategy pans out. We'll see where people pit as the lights come on, Daniel.
Okay, we're getting ready to rock and roll here. Are we going to see a triple from Ross Macarone, or are we going to see the triple when he puts it in the wall as we're getting ready to go, and we go? I couldn't see the lights, so I couldn't say lights out and away we go, but we get a launch. And why is Ross so bad at starts? As Cooper Shipley's winning the race. We've got, I think it's Barrett up into first out. I think we've got someone else looking up on a move on Ross Sound. Oh, the man himself's getting overtaken, I think. No, he holds it around the outside. Oh no, he's getting close to getting taken out there.
See if the pile-up happens again.
Hopefully. Want something to talk about. As Ross is moving over. Is he going to go for it? Nah, he's just going to try and make a mistake happen.
Which is all he does. For Phil Cosmariquez, the aggressive driver. And Macarone's back in the lead again. Of course, missing the moves. As soon as we're not looking, he always overtakes. Just wait till you're on camera, mate. Jesus. As we see Barrett send it up the inside of Ross again. Up into the lead, but Ross will take it again, I'm sure. He'll just wait for a mistake to happen. Or he might pressure here. I reckon Barrett's just unnecessarily defended there, then he's going to lose a bit of exit and Ross is going to capitalise.
Oh yeah, mate. You can keep going. I've got to do something quickly. Sorry.
Yeah, go have a little nap as we have a look at the strategies for a bit. We have 7 drivers on super softs, but 2 on the rear of the field, Turby and Whiteman on the softs. We'll see how their strategy pans out. They might be aiming to get supers at the ends, as we see Baldwin overtake Turby and King looking for a move as well. I reckon King might have made a mistake and he has dropped them back to the rear of the field as we see a swap again. And it's going to swap back again. We'll see how they go side by side into the double left-hander.
Get the move on. Oh, good move there. Oh, but switchback's on. Oh. He's got the string attached. I want to have a question. See the name King. Do we reckon that's actually his last name? I want to find that out. That's something I want to know.
No, I reckon it is. Because he almost runs wide and hits there.
We've seen a couple of people almost do that today.
I reckon that would be pretty funny to see. Someone running wide and going to the pit lane.
Yeah, it would be, Where's this track located compared to you?
I have no idea, to be honest.
Wait, where is it? Surface Paradise.
No, Champions Way, I think, Ipswich.
Oh, Ipswich. Oh, yeah.
Not too far away.
Oh, yeah. I'll race you there.
As we see,
As you see,
DeLuca.
he's on the hunt. Well, a bit oversteery there for Tony. Been a bit too keen on the throttle.
This turning must have been mistaken. Just drop back to the rear.
New Oakley. As we're riding with Mr. Macca himself, or macaroni and cheese, but he's not in a yellow livery, so it doesn't feel right saying that. As he takes right over the left, gets it turned in, down to third, give it a little squirt through here, and back on the race, turn it in, nibble the apex, really hold the apex, get on the exit, and he's done it. He's on the straight. Have a break.
Wow.
Think about what you're going to do. Am I going to brake late or am I going to be conservative? He brakes late. Turned in nicely, looking for a good exit here to get the run on Barrett. Barrett gets loose on exit. That's going to make Ross think it's time to capitalise, and he moves to the inside. He's not going to send it though. He's too much of an old man.
Nah, I reckon he's trying to scare him into a mistake.
Yeah, that's what it is, but it's old man. He's too scared as he gets a good run through there too. We're going to see him move here eventually.
As he goes defensive unnecessarily again, Ross's strategy is working for him. But still not a good enough exit. It looks like Barrett actually got the better exit.
Yeah, you're right there. He's pulled a couple of car lengths on him there. As we'll just run with the car sounds for a little bit here because I don't think we're going to see a move yet. Ross is just going to sit there like an old man and not go for a move.
So we see Cosmo probably, or Woolman off track. He's binned it and back in the pits again and out of the race. He's not had it.
He's had some decent pace too, which that's what makes it even worse, to be honest.
Yeah, I reckon it's just to do with practice, to be honest. Just having that bit more practice so you're confident and not making mistakes all the time really does pay off.
Yeah, you're definitely right with that. Just working on that racecraft and endurance.
Tony looks for a move with Ross. He's not going to make it stick though. I reckon Tony's being aggressive now. He wants to get past. He's going to push his way past if he has to. The pit lane is now open. People that want to pit. Tony looks for a move there, and that's just slowing him down. Opened up a couple car lengths for him there. Give Ross a bit of breathing room as he runs wide a bit there, but gets it settled and pretty good exit. Not too bad. As he might have a bit of a run on Ross, as Ross acts like he's going to make a move but doesn't, as Tony's a bit squirrely on the brakes. And
I'm starting to think Ross needs to go for it. He needs to go for the move. Because he's getting himself into a bad situation here with Tony Luke now, as Tony might take him out like there. That was close. Big lock up. I think what's making Tony lose is he's shifting, he's short shifting.
I notice he does that a lot, just short shifting, and especially in these cars, short shifting just does not help as he really sends it.
Oh, fuck.
I reckon, nah, it doesn't look like there was any contact there, but that was certainly a move, to say the least, as Ross tucks in behind.
I reckon there was contact.
That was a bit sneaky. I don't think he was supposed to make that move. I think he just missed his braking marker.
Yeah.
As we see Ross, I reckon he's just going to tuck in behind again and probably do his little squiggles to try and scare Tony a bit.
No, he's going to send it. Oh, big lock up. I want to see a Ross Macaroni sent.
I think he's just getting held up, to be honest. All he does is he waits for a mistake, and especially in these long races, there's no point sending it. As we see them both lock up a bit, but Barrett, he's just run away with this, to be honest. He's up in the lead, he's definitely happy with this, but he doesn't want to mess this up. And as we give him a bit of the commentator's curse, just for some good luck, as Tony looks for a move, but just not enough.
Bit of a lock up there.
He's really sending it at that corner.
Yeah, he must be missing his brake marker a little bit. Oh, look at the suck. Jesus.
As he just brakes too much there and just opens up the gap. Tony looked for a move there, but Barrett's gone defensive. And Ross laid on the brakes too, gaining some time on Tony, but not making a move, just sitting behind, trying to get through the race. We're around almost 10 laps in. We're around pretty more to the 10 lap mark as Tony looks for a move there too, but it's just not enough. I reckon he's pushing a bit here to try and get past and run away from Ross and let Ross get slowed down by Barrett. As Tony's going to look for a move here, we'll see how he goes around the outside. I don't think it's going to happen unless he gets a good exit here. Bit of the switcheroo from Tony, but it hasn't worked. Just tucking behind.
Oh, I think it has. It has. It got in the run.
This is not going to end well moving in this corner, but looks like Barrett has a bit of contact there, but rubbing is racing. It's not too bad yet. That's acceptable, but as Barrett, bit of bumping there. As Ross is into the mix now, still side by side through the back straight. This is a very good battle, as I reckon Tony's going to get the better on the brakes. We'll see how they go. As Tony has made his way up into the lead for now, but Barrett, I reckon he might send it here. We'll see what he does. As I die. Have a heart attack on the stream. But I reckon Tony's made it stick. I reckon in his head now he just wants to run away because he knows that Ross won't send it on Barrett and he's going to lose a lot of time. So that time that Tony can gain on Ross is going to help him and maybe give him this win for the long race. But Ross is certainly good with the strategy, so we'll see how he goes. Ross is not out of it yet. We're only 10 laps in after all. Daniel.
Nah, jokes. So the boys haven't done any races this long today, longer than this, so they'll be starting to go, I wish it was another 10 lapper, but they'll just cruise around, and it gets to a point now where it's just getting laps out. It turns into like you're doing an endurance race. Bang some good, consistent laps out, and it'll help you in the long run. I think that's all the boys need to aim to do here now. Just get some laps out, and to be honest, this is our best ever battle we've ever had in ATCM, and it's great to see. We've got three blokes going at it, and it looks great. Just sort of get that in there.
Certainly does, and as that battle calms down a bit, let's quickly go to the back. But I swear, as soon as I click on this card, someone's going to make a move. We'll stick on for this final bit, see if Ross makes dive bomb, but no, let's quickly switch before one of them makes a move because we're off camera, as we see Turby at the rear of the field doing his own thing, as well as Phil Whiteman by himself, as well as King. And Bill Cosmarikas, the aggressive driver last race, has got no one around him. He's done pretty well up into 5th. Strinsos in 4th. And Ross Macarone in the bottom step. Back to the free car battle as we were. As the leaderboard stuffs up there. And we see Ross. He's certainly getting close now. I think he might realise what Tony's trying to do and try and turn it on a bit more and get past Barrett, because this is just losing him time, as Whiteman must have come off because King has capitalised and got past him.
Yeah. I wonder what happened there.
But Tony just running away, 2 seconds on Barrett now. Ross really needs to make a move, otherwise he's just going to keep losing more and more time.
Yeah, you're right there.
Oh, is that... Oh, I thought Ross went off, but no, he's into the pits. He's done with his tyres.
He's won the race. He's won the race now. I'm telling you, he has. He's done this smartingly. He's going to come back out, bang good laps, he'll win the race.
Walk us through what his strategy is, Daniel.
So he's, as we'll say, as Mark Larkham would say, the great man himself, he's coming in for the great undercut. Comes in, chucks some tyres in, and goes straight back out. And he's going to come out now, clean air, clean track. He's timed it perfectly, just coming out in front of that slow driver there. Now he's got a 12-second gap to the next car ahead. He just comes out now, bangs out some good, quick, consistent, keep that word in mind, consistent laps, and he wins the race. Now Tony needs to work his way, and to be honest, he should pit the next lap. Tony should.
There's no reason why he shouldn't.
No, he should pit now. Because Ross is just going to gain on him.
Yeah. As he's still going around for another lap, we'll see how he goes. I reckon he might be going to lap 15 mark, but we'll see how he goes. And let's go with Bill Cosmaricas, which has also pit with Ross Macaron. So Bill has done the same thing, got some clean air, see if he can make some undercuts on someone. He was in 5th, I believe, when he came into pits, so keep that in mind for later when everyone else does their pits. And as we see, King close to Macaron, but Ross has really got that pace, so I reckon he's just going to run away and, like he said, have clean air to just push some consistent laps and hopefully take the lead. As we see, no one in the pits yet. Everyone's still staying out. Only Ross and Cosmo have gone in so far. We'll see who is the next person to go in. Like Daniel said, I reckon Tony needs to come in soon, otherwise Ross is just going to gain seconds and seconds.
If you're Tony, you're just going to hope he makes a mistake, but I don't see him doing that. It's not very often you see Ross Macaron make a mistake, let alone in times like this. As we just, Tony, I don't know though, we'll have a look, what was that last lap from Tony? Do we know?
I'm not sure, to be honest. Let's get up the live timing real quick. What's it called? You know, it's live something. Nope. Oh, real time, that's what it is. Let's have a look at the laps people are banging out. As we can see down on that little box down there.
111. Okay, remember 111.9. 111.9. We'll see what Tony does.
Still out. I might be right with 15 laps, to be honest. He might even go for a bit more, I'm not sure. As
what's that on the real timing?
We'll have a look at 12, so yeah, Ross has
gained a second. So think about that.
And after only being 2 seconds behind, he's definitely close now.
Yeah. I can see Ross winning definitely now. It's just got to keep doing what he's doing and not crash. That's pretty simple, isn't it? What do you think about that?
But we've seen Tony turn it on towards the end of this, so we could be wrong. He could turn up his lap times and push out some fast ones, but we'll see how it
Definitely. There's no
pans out.
counting him out. It's a motor race. There's a lot that's going to happen. It's definitely a motor race.
The race isn't over till it's over, folks.
A lot of the time it still isn't over because you get all your bloody stuff happening. I can't think of the word.
Controversy.
Yeah.
As Tony comes across with the 12 again. So we'll see what Ross comes across the line with shortly. Up on the tower, you'll see when he crosses the line, the lap time he will come around. Final bend onto the straight. Let's have a look at what his time is.
Sorry?
An 11.9. Yep, so he's gained another second of Tony. By now, the undercut has already worked. He's ahead of Tony.
I reckon you give him another lap and he's in front.
I reckon he's ahead now, to be honest.
Oh.
There was only a 2-second gap when he came in. You gotta remember that. And
Yeah.
we'll see how we go. Because no one else has yet hit. It's still only Ross and Gosman. Some interesting strategy. We'll see what Tony does this lap. He's still
No,
out.
super softs.
He's
Still on
really
super
pushing
soft.
these supers.
That's crazy.
He might go for a double supers run. If he doesn't, it's a bit silly because he's done half race length already. He might be going for the double super soft strategy.
Yeah, he definitely is.
Well, if that was the case, I reckon he should have hit now because he's just going beyond the halfway mark now and losing more time.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, around now should be a halfway mark room. So we'll see what he does and see if my theory is right. So this is definitely the suitable lap to come in. Pushing anymore is just not worth it. As we've seen Ross already catch up to Strinzos, who hasn't pitted yet. So we can clearly see the pace of Ross. As Tony's still out, Ross certainly has his. Let's ride on board with Ross as he battles with Strinzos up in front. You gotta remember, Strinzos hasn't hit and Ross has.
Yeah, so he's got the fresh rubber and he's ready to attack. I reckon he's going to send it. Yeah.
We have finally seen the Ross.
There's no messing around for Ross now. There's no mucking around. He's just got to get it done. He's here to get a job done and he's going to do it. Mr. Cheese is on the move.
As we see King make a mistake and off the track. That has
That's
cost
going to
him.
hurt him.
Yeah. I'm waiting for people to pit. There's been only 2 drivers that have pit this whole race.
Do they know it's compulsory stop?
As we see King going to pits, he's the 3rd person to come in. Probably a smart idea from him after making that large mistake. It's probably best to just come in, get some fresh tyres and avoid making that same mistake again.
Definitely.
As Ross, we missed it again, has passed Strinzos, or Strinzos has just run off as Barrett comes in the pits now. So, very interesting. If they don't come out on supers again, then I don't know what they're doing because they've done 20 laps, 10 laps remaining, so it's just a bit silly to come out on softs.
Definitely.
We'll see what he does as he comes out on supers. Yep, he's done the double super soft strategy like we thought, but Ross has gone for the more conventional route. We're starting on softs and ending in softs.
Didn't he start on supers?
Starting on supers, sorry. Starting on supers and ending on softs to get that undercut, and it's worked so far because he has undercut Barrett, which you got to remember was 2 seconds behind when he hit, and now that gap is 5 seconds.
Definitely.
As Tony still hangs it out, dealing with back markers. Mr. Bill Cosmarica's too busy counting his 10k.
To get a lap in, that's just how it is for Bill.
Really is a problem counting that money. We know you have 10k, you're not going to lose. As we see, mostly everyone on softs now, a couple of people still on the supers. Tony on 20 lap old supers. So he's definitely pushed the tyre life of these tyres.
Definitely. That's crazy, actually, to be honest. 20 laps.
Well, he's got to pit somewhere. He can't make it to the end without pitting. Otherwise, he will be disqualified. We need to pit. So hopefully he pits soon. I reckon that he might go in now, but I've said that for the last five or six laps and he hasn't hit.
He's going in.
No.
No way.
Interesting strategy.
He does know it's compulsory stop, doesn't he?
He's the one that typically reads all the calendars and details and stuff, so I don't see why he shouldn't. And as we ride on board with Turby, let's mix it up a bit. Watch some of our other drivers. We'll see how Turby does in this lap compared to other faster drivers. Just using a bit less of that runoff compared to some other drivers we've seen. As Ross Macaron fastest lap down the bottom right, you can see 11.7. That is familiar from race 1. I believe he did the exact same thing. Turby pretty nice through there. And we'll see where he breaks here at the Marshall post. Exactly like people, but he takes the inside line here. I noticed Ross and some other drivers, they hang out wide and then come into the apex.
Yeah, they cut it back in to maximise the drive out of the corner.
Yeah. We'll see how he does through here. This is a very hard track. Turn to get right. We'll see up into fourth and back into third on the curb. Pretty nice through there. As Tony's finally coming to the pits after 21 laps, we'll see how he does on the pit box. Changing some tyres. And he's there. Bit of a slide, showing off to the thing, and Ross, that undercut has worked for him. And okay, that's interesting. Coming out on softs. He did more laps on supers than he did on softs. Yeah, interesting. Well, anyway, Ross's undercut has worked. He is 3 seconds ahead of Tony as we see some more drivers coming into pits. Let's do some more pit stop sounds. I reckon it's your turn, Daniel.
Okay, here we go.
You're clear to go when you drop. Go, 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 go.
And he's back out.
Down the lane racing. Yeah, interesting strategy from Tony. Doing over 2/3 of the race on softs and ending it with only 1/3 on the weaker tyre. I reckon he should have hit on another set of supers like Barrett did. Because we might see Barrett, considering he's on the better tyres, he might actually take this from Tony, to be honest. He's only 2 seconds behind on the better tyres, so we'll see how they do. What do you reckon, Danny?
Oh, I reckon he can get it. Barrett will be up there with him, I think.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Tony's had some pretty good pace. I reckon he can hold him off.
We'll see what the lap times are when we cross the line, but only 10 laps to go. One sprint race to go. It's time to turn it on and get these moves finalised, because we are running out of time here at the paperclip. The paperwork has been signed and it is running out. That paperclip is going to be needed to clip up those papers, so you better get ahead and fulfill your contracts first. As we see Barrett, what was that, 3 or 4 attempts quicker than Tony, so I reckon he might have a chance to take the second spot on the step from Tony.
Yeah, Tony car might come on as the tyres get a bit more worn in.
And another thing to add into the mix, Tony's going to have to deal with some back markers with Whiteman up in front, not too far away, so after a couple laps that's going to be a thing that's going to slow him down even more and bring Barrett even closer as they let... Whoa, that was a bit iffy.
What happened there?
I reckon it was just a bit of Tony not knowing what's going on. Bill let him pass, but Tony run wide and almost hit him. Or it might have been the other way around, I'm not sure, I didn't really catch it to be honest, but Barrett has gone ahead and that's given 5 attempts away from Tony. As we see 7 attempts quicker that lap. He certainly has a chance for this.
He's definitely turning it on, isn't he? He wants it. He wants it bad too.
In terms of championship points, Tony has not had a good race. So Ross has just run away, and he might have this chance of the Touring Car Masters. We'll see how he goes, as he is 5 seconds ahead, so he is clear unless he makes a big mistake, which is not very common from Mr. Ross. Let's go check on our other drivers. Whiteman in 7th, King in 6th, Bill Cosmariquez in 5th, and 4th, Turby, and in 3rd, Barrett, fighting for that second step, and Tony driving to his fullest as Ross is just run away, but his undercut has worked. Brilliant strategy from him.
Strategy always wins it, as the famous Shipley once said.
Indeed. Good strategy is the key to a good race. Without a good strategy, you will not do well.
Definitely right there.
Let's ride on board with Barrett for a bit. He is slowly closing that gap. 2 attempts now as Turby comes in the pits for his mandatory pit stop. He was in 4th, so we'll see where he drops down to. I reckon he might have enough time to cut in front of Bill Cosmariquez as he's in the pits. Go, 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 go! As he comes out, but Bill's just got him in the pits. So Bill will be happy with that, with a 4th spot, I reckon.
That's a good undercut for Bill there too.
Yeah, using the same strategy as Ross, so his undercut has worked out for him too. As that gap is opening up more, I reckon Tony might be turning it on. We'll see how the lap times are with only around 7 laps to go, so Barrett is running out of time.
That gap has closed down a lot though.
Yeah, certainly. As you see Barrett behind there lurking Tony's mirrors, a bit of a lock up there. We'll see how their lap times compare when they cross the line as we come onto the final backstretch into the braking zone at the Marshalls post to run it a bit wide and then cut into the inside. Tony cutting into the inside.
Holding the inside. Yeah, he's holding the inside a lot there, isn't he?
That could hurt him a bit if Barrett is taking the wider line, but that comes across the line for a 12-1 and Barrett for a 12 flat. So Barrett still has the pace on him, but not by much. As we check in with King, I didn't see this before, but King is pretty close to, what's that, Turby?
Yeah, he is, isn't he?
We'll see how his pace compares and see if he might make a move at these dying laps of the race. As, what a coincidence, Tony behind with the other battle pack. This will slow him down even more. 2 lapped cars. This is going to hurt him immensely as he sends it up the inside, and oh yeah, that was,
yeah, we might have to have a look at that.
And Barrett on the straight, we'll see if they get let past by King. Yep, he's done the right thing, pulled off to the side. As Barrett has gained even more time, he's got that gap to a second now. He might have this if he can turn it on, but Tony has been known to turn it on towards the end of the races too, so we'll see how that fares. But Ross has just run away with it, 7 seconds ahead. He is cruising.
Don't even care about that bloke, go back to that battle.
As we have our 2 battle packs essentially in the same place, but on different laps. So good for viewing. If we miss a move, we'll probably see it in the distance in the background. As let's focus on this battle for 5th with King fighting Turby. We'll see how they go. They might go side by side down here.
As we're coming into the tight section of the track, you don't really want to go for a move here. You just want to try and flow nicely through here to get a good exit to go for a big move or a big send as such into the last corner.
Pretty
Hold
nice
it out wide, turn it in. Pretty nice, yeah, that looked nice and fluent. I reckon we'll see a send.
Yeah. Oh, he looked for it, but I don't think he's... Oh, he might.
Really late send.
As we see the pit window close, so that is it for pit stops. It looks like everyone did their mandatory pit stop, so that
should
is
be good there. As Barrett's actually losing to DeLuca now, DeLuca's pulling on him again. That gap's almost out 2 seconds again.
Again, Tony just turning that pace on at the dying moments of the race. He really pushes it towards the end, but he really needs to channel that energy and do it a bit earlier in the race, so he might have a chance to maybe beat Ross.
Yeah. You're definitely right there.
Because when he turns it on, he certainly does turn it on, and his lap times are rapid.
Definitely. So these boys are just, their gap's starting to open up a bit more now too.
Only 4 laps to go. It looks like we've had 2 DNFs, unfortunately, out of 9 drivers. It was a pretty good show up for tonight. We had 8 last time and 9 this time, so 1 extra driver. We had about 12 people sign up, so hopefully we can get the full 12 eventually, but we'll see how we go.
Definitely.
As Barrett's still lapping a tiny bit quicker than Tony, but I don't think it's very consistent, and they're both doing faster and slower times at each lap, which is just keeping the gap below. Yeah. But King is still within a second of Turby, with only 3 laps to go.
On here.
We've seen a few mistakes happen from Turby, so hopefully he can hold it together and keep this 5th spot, because this will be an excellent finishing position for him. I believe. I'm not sure where he was in the championship, maybe 5th or 6th.
And the boys have had a pretty good night tonight, I would say. It's been pretty fair racing, but a couple of little incidents maybe, but it's been pretty nice for the boys, and it's been a great event and pretty good. And we'll just keep moving on to the next. Where's the next race, Ship?
An exciting round. Next round, I'm pretty sad that I don't get to race it, but we're at a night round at Hidden Valley, and I'll tell you, it certainly is fun at night.
Yes, it would be. And the race after that's the Morgan Park one?
Yeah, our 2-hour endurance race to finish off the series. That race is to get people can really be a championship fighter, because you get 20% more points than you do in these normal races. So we could see some people making up spots at the last round of the championship. So that will be
race just a race that I really wanted to race since I picked the track.
Yep. But we have to make some sacrifices for the league and being commentators. It's unfortunate, but we have to do it to make this ATCM a great place and have some good streams for everyone to watch. Someone's got to do it, and those people are us.
Unfortunately. I reckon we're getting pretty good at it though as the time goes on.
Yeah. As we're coming across the last race now. Last race, I think I said last lap. I meant
it's the last race, the last lap, and it's the slowest old man that's going to win it.
And the old, but we have an older man. But
coming fourth. But we're not worried about the 10k man.
Yeah, he can go and count his 10k.
Yeah.
That's what he's been doing all race.
Definitely. Tell you what I'm going to do after this.
Go to bed.
Go to sleep. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
As we see Ross onto the back straight. Bit of a slide there.
Bit of a slide there. He's pushing a fair bit.
Yeah, showing off. Hard on the brakes at the partial post, sticking it out wide and then cutting into the inside. Onto the straight.
And it's the last lap. And it's the last corner.
And he's on the final straight and across the line for a clean sweep.
Here at Queensland Raceway.
Here at Queensland Raceway.
Here we go! Look at this! Last all!
Whoa! Oh! That was close. Wake us up a bit to the end of the race.
Yeah, it did,
So we see everyone cross the line. What a race.
Definitely. And that's our final driver.
Well, I hope you enjoyed these streams. I reckon it was pretty good tonight. We did well.
Yeah, you definitely take all the credit ourselves.
Yeah, it was all us. We could probably do it in an AI race, mate. We don't need these drivers. I reckon just go into big leagues, mate. We don't need this.
Yeah, we don't need these guys. We should be commentating the real V8s, mate. The real Touring Car Masters.
Yeah, mate. I reckon we should. As we see Tony just doing some burnout laps as he has every race. But that's it for tonight. Some good racing, some incidents, some crazy moments, but overall great racing from everyone.
There's one thing I just want to play for all the boys.
Yes.
The boys for coming out and having a crack. Gives us something to commentate and people to watch and some more racing. So thank you. I'll let Ship sign us out. Have a good night, everyone, and I'm going to sleep.
Yes, thank you, Daniel. That is it for round 2. We'll see how the championship points fare at the start of next round. So you'll have to wait to see what this race entailed in terms of championship points, but we'll see you next time for the night round at Hidden Valley. We'll see you guys next time. Bye for now.